Hi guys, I'm going to quickly go through event setting up a new event. I'm logged in as an administrator. A training coordinator would have the same access. I go under training, event list, and I'm looking for this new event button. So I click new event and I'm going to set up my event. Now the event type, it's up to you to define these. If you're like Nick is doing, he's tracking different events, have different credits associated with them. So he's got different events set up, but generally you'll just have instructor training. So that's what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to describe my event. Once I get the description in there, then I can, I want this to be visible, right? I want it to be seen, so it's scheduled. So now I'm going to put in the where and when. And I'm going to go ahead and put in my fees, if there's any. So if it's a CAD certification course, you click this, and then you get to pick the CAD's course pricing, etc. So the CAD's level that you're awarding would go here. So maybe it's an ASDCI level 1. And it automatically goes to Amy, and then Amy is going to, she'll sanction it, and then her status will show up here. You can, if you need an insurance certificate, then you go ahead and click this, and then Amy will see that, and then she'll make sure that a certificate is required. And if you would like your members to get a survey at the time of their confirmation, then you can go ahead and include that as well. I'm not. All right, are you charging a fee? So this is a CADS course, so I'm going to include the CADS level 1 certification. And there probably are, a non-member would be a person who is taking this course, who is taking your event and isn't already a member of CADS, and so you can charge them a fee if you want. I think this is eventually going to go away. And are you charging your leaders for teaching the course? Probably not, might not be that popular. So if you were, then you could charge that as well. What's your cancellation policy? And CADS membership, most likely they're going to have them anyway, but if you want to put a minimum level in there, then you can do that. So it's probably my instructor membership. Okay, and then if you're assigning, if you're tracking credits, then you can say, well, leaders get 2 credits or whatever. It depends if you're tracking credits or not. Okay, so that's that. Add-ons are something that you would like your participants to choose from. So I'm going to give them an option of getting a paper copy manual or an electronic manual. Now I'm checking these checkboxes because I want them to pick one or the other, and I want the digital one to show up ahead of the paper copy. Okay, so that's all that sequence does. Moving on, I can only take 10 people. After that, they're not able to register anymore. I want this to be visible now. If I wanted to maybe, make it, not have them not see it right away, I could hide it until later, but I want them to see it. And I want registration. Can't remember what date that I picked for the course, like October. So I want all my registrations in by the 28th of October, 10. And I'm not allowing non-members to register. If I did, just to show you, if I did, then I get this link that I can include this link in email that I send out to people that are, outside of the CADS world, and then they can sign up to register. And as I said before, I think this is something that we're going to be taking up. And these push to your clubs, that is if I'm a division and I want this to be on the calendar of my member clubs, I can do that. I'm not a division in this example, but I do want to allow other instructors from other clubs to see my course and to be able to register. And I want to, anytime anybody registers, I want to know about it. If you don't, then you can always look here and you can see how many people have registered, but I'm going to just do this. So I want to know every time someone registers, I want to get an email. All right, and nobody has participated yet, but I am going to include members from other clubs as well as mine, so that when I type in somebody's name, you know, maybe I got an instructor coming from somewhere else. So I'm going to do that now. It found Peter over in SAS, and now I've got him set up as a leader. So if you wanted to, you know, put in your own people, you could, and then if you do this, then they're going to get an email that says they're registered. If there's a fee, then that email will have a payment link in it as well. So I'm not going to. Okay, marking grids, you can't do them yet because this has not been sanctioned. So I'm going to just quickly go ahead and sanction that so we can take a look. So this is what Amy sees. So she'll see that there's an event and all the information that we put on. She can see who's teaching the course, and then if she likes it, she can go ahead and sanction the course. So that's now done. So if I now go back, and now I'm playing the role again as course conductor, and if I take a look now, then it's the marking grid section is now open. So I can go ahead and once I've downloaded my marking grid and I put my people in, etc., I can drop it in here, and then I can import it and automatically post results, etc., to each individual student. All right, so that's really all there is to setting up an event. If we take a look at the calendar and then moving over to October, I can see there's my event down here. And if I click on it, then I'm taken in as if I were an instructor. I could go ahead and I can register. Now, register is grayed out. See, I can't actually do it, and that's because there's a requirement. And we set that one of these selections is a requirement. So I want to go ahead and pay the $20, and I'm going to register. So here's my $20, my registration fee, the membership fee, right? We said we had to have membership. I don't have one. So I can pay that whole shooting match, and I'm going to do that. It's asking me for credit card because I'm in as an administrator. If you're an administrator, you can pick different payment methods. Just instructors, they can't. So I can do that, and I'm done. It's paid. I'm going to get an email with my receipt. Because I'm an administrator, I have this little pencil up here, and I can click on that, and then I'm back in. And if I wanted to make changes, I could do that. And looking at my participants, so here's me, Snowline admin. I'm registered in there. If I click on attendance, I can take attendance. I can mark a pass-fail. If I want to see who's registered, then I can do that. So that takes me to this screen here where I can see who's registered, whether or not they've paid. If I want to shoot them a quick email, I can do that. And here, if I wanted to, the advertise button, that it opens up the email tool and it populates this information about the course. Okay, so just some things about that with a link that says click here to open I should say not lesson, but to open it in Snowline. And then I can click, you know, I could find all my people, and then I could just shoot them a quick email to say, hey, you know, this course is going on. You should check it out. Okay, so that's probably all I want to say about events. Of course, if you have any questions, please contact me. I'd be happy to help. Or Amy. Thanks.